It is a true heavyweight clash.
Well, on the face of it, Peter, we would appear to have a high-caliber meeting with very little at stake. But then you consider a chance for one or two of the fringe players to get a look in, and this becomes a big incentive. It changes the dynamic. So there's plenty at stake for them, which will do no harm to the energy levels and the overall conviction, and hopefully the style of contest.
There's the whistle, and here we go. Jim, who do you reckon is pivotal?
Well, when it comes to being very watchable, Peter, I don't think you'll get much better than Vinicius Junior. His raw pace, added to the infinite amount of trickery he has up his sleeve, are sure to cause any defence no shortage of headaches. He just needs a better final product at the top level.
Yes, getting the best out of him will count for so much. Goulet. Chouameni. Eder Militao. Howson, and he goes cross-field. Goulet. Rodri, that's a good intervention. That was what he had to make in the face of danger that was growing. Foden. Eder Militao, quality ball. Well, that was a period of possession which carried just about no threat at all. And it's Valverde. Well, now here's a good battle, bicep to bicep. And he welcomes it in, and he shoots! Oh, split-second reaction.
Really looked sharp there, didn't he? That's very well played.
Defending of the desperate variety. Oh, that is asking for trouble. That's really well manoeuvred. Guardiola. Stones. Rodri. Savinho looking for options. Reinders. Matheus Nunes. Matheus Nunes. Camavinga. Bellingham. Bellingham shifted upfield. And here's Goulet. Played out to the right. Valverde. Valverde with the cross. Ruben Dias with the clearance. Crunching tackle. Guardiola. Rodri. Foden. Reinders. Aim forwards. Well timed, excellent interception. Goulet. And it's Valverde. And here's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior. Vinicius Junior! And kept out by the most elastic of saves.
Vinicius Junior clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
Proves too strong. Foden is fouled. Matheus Nunes. Moved on forwards. Bellingham. Vinicius Junior. Out towards the flank. And here's Goulet. And they can counter here. Mathias Nunes. Bob. Mathias Nunes. And here's Haaland. Foden. Reinders. Goulet, gently done. Mbappe. Pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Stones. Ruben Dias. Rodri. And it's played forward. Goulet. Chouameni. And here's Goulet. Now it's Bellingham. Bellingham! Big moment! Massive goal!
Listen, the big names earn their reputations for precisely the reason we've just seen. They have a habit of making their presence felt, and here we are, early stages. He struck one, and he looks hungry for more. Well, Peter, they should just never have lost the ball from there, but you have to give credit and fairness to the front-footed pressing too. Made things quite uncomfortable for them.
So the game's first significant moment, and it's come earlier than perhaps we anticipated. Reinders. Ruben Dias. Vardiol chasing after it. And it's Bellingham. Bellingham forwards and with intent. For a moment you felt that was going somewhere, but they'll have to go again.
Really are pushing their fullbacks forward now.
Aiming to do what?
Well, it's a case of engaging your opponent.
Voila! Well, that is rather wayward. Out to the left it goes. Howson cuts out the pass. Howson. Camavinga. Goulet is onto it in a flash. Stones. Rodri. That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Bob. Bob. Howson. He's in plenty of space here. Nice control. There are a few waiting for it. Oh, that's nice. He is through here. Can he finish? And he's there to clear it. Foden. Haaland. Foden played out towards the right wing. And that was very necessary. And claimed it back swiftly. Matches Nunes. Now he's got space here. Yep, it's a corner. Now it's Vinicius Junior. Howson, gently done. Matches Nunes, aim forwards. Stones. Ruben Dias. Rodri. And that has put paid to that. Vinicius Junior. Ball. Moved on forwards. Reinders. Matches Nunes. Shifted upfield. Chouameni. He's going to be disappointed with that. Lobbed in behind. Oh, can he finish? He has done it!
Well, it looks like we have ourselves a real game here now, Peter. They've been rewarded for their courage, for their attitude, for their application, and now they'll want another. It's just sloppy to lose the ball like that, Peter. The ease which they were able to cut through them from there, that definitely doesn't have a good look about it.
That has certainly made things interesting.
Well, there's resilience for you, Peter. As a side, they never lost focus despite the setback, and this is thoroughly merited for me. Now they can go one better, possibly.
And it's Reinders. Foden. That's good play. Can he deliver? Matches Nunes. It's a mighty effort! It's in! They've done it! It was coming! They have their reward! Simple, certain, effective. He just guided it in.
Yeah, it all came from some really smart movement, Peter. Did the defence let themselves down by not picking him up? I think the boss won't be amused.
So we have a breakthrough. Now how will things develop from here?
This is wonderful front-footed football. The manager will be absolutely thrilled to see his team clicking in every department.
That pass is somewhat less than ideal.
They should have done a lot.
And it's been given away. Camavinga. Still very early doors, but it is a closely contested affair. That's very neat. Bellingham! Another big chance that gets away.
Well, the breakthrough hasn't come yet, Peter, but you do feel they're upping the ante here. They'll get their reward if they can stick at this.
Well, it looked promising for a moment, but it came to nothing. Now that's well seen too. Bellingham. Couler. Camavinga, done delicately. Well, he was clearly disappointed with that pass.
Well, everything up to the final pass looked decent. They just couldn't take out that killer ball.
Picks it up out wide. And he's there to get it away. It's a throw-in. And it's Valverde. He is just caressing the ball. Mbappe! Oh, terrific save from the keeper.
Well, someone's doing his job properly, Peter, that's for sure.
Matthews Nunes. And it's played forward. Well, that's beautiful. And the shot! Sticks it away! 2 up and in charge, and things are looking pretty good for them now. Oh, beautifully dispatched. There was no reaching that.
He had the whole picture in his head, Peter. He didn't even look at the goalkeeper.
And that means just one thing, match ball.
He has simply been truly awesome. He really has stamped his authority in this.
So the lead now is 2.
Well, they're very much the better team at the moment, Peter, and no doubt will be looking to cause even more damage here.
Eder Militao, forwards and with intent. He's got away. Matthews Nunes. Rodri. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Camavinga. Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Moved on forwards. And here's Bellingham. Foden. Oh, it's a nice idea, but the execution was lacking. Couler. That's the keeper's ball. Matthews Nunes. Bob. And here's Haaland. Tromeni does really well to win the ball there. Savinho. Foden. And here's Haaland! That was superb goalkeeping.
Yeah, he was well placed to deal with that.
Howson. Vinicius Junior played cross-field, changing the point of attack. Vardiol. Reinders. Just more than 15 minutes till half-time. Rodri. Ruben Dias. Camavinga. That has been cut short. Reinders. And here's Haaland. Haaland! A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Vardiol. Now it's Savinho. Oh, lovely feeding is such a good move. He's having a shot! A real chance and a real let-off. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Played towards the other side. Foden. And it's Reinders. Vardiol. Matthews Nunes. Reinders. Bob. Reinders. Delivered. Bullish header! In he goes again! Oh, he's really drilled it.
Oh, that's a cracking try. Good technique to keep it low too.
Eder Militao shifted upfield. Valverde hurtling down that right flank. Now it's Goulet. Arda Goulet. Eder Militao have it back and can go again. Mbappe! And a terrific save from the keeper.
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
They've played it short. Referee's given a throw. Rodri wins the duel this time. Matthews Nunes. Ruben Diaz. Oh, there's a probing ball. Camavinga. Eder Militao, aim forwards. Now it's Haaland. Bob. This has gone, that's foul. Well, that looks like a final warning, still no card. Eder Militao clears it away. Camavinga calmly anticipates. And here's Haaland. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. Valverde. Valverde tries making a foray down the right. It's well blocked and back out it comes. And it's Camavinga. Bellingham! Great defending, strong and determined. And here's Bellingham, and here's Vinicius Junior.
Vinicius Junior really was well marshalled there because he was denied the opportunity to turn.
Bellingham has found the net here, of course, and he's found a way past. Mbappe was ultimately thwarted there, but it took a few of them to stop him.
Yeah, the confidence we can admire, the decision-making we can't. He'll learn from it.
Guardiola. Oh, smashing header! Hit with his head, but couldn't steer it in.
It's almost like he had too much thinking time there, Peter.
It's all a little short of forward momentum, lacking thrust. Valverde is onto it in a flash. Well, the ball just didn't work out for the run that he made.
Well, I think the opposition saw that pass coming a mile off, and it wasn't the best decision.
Bob. It's a pretty loose pass. Eder Militao, gently done. And it's Valverde. Arda Güler. Bellingham, oh, good spread. Now then, the ball's come loose. He'll try to keep this alive. Oh, they could be caught out here. Bellingham. And the finish! No mistake! No space, no problem. You just cannot stop him.
Such a well-worked finish. It looked like he was going to be shut down, but he thrives in situations like that.
This is threatening to become a really good game.
Oh, we have a very different game on our hands now, all of a sudden. This one's totally up for grabs.
And it's played forward. And no, that is pretty much the end of that. No, he's not played the ball, that's a foul. Howson. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Rodri. Moved on forwards. And here's Haaland. Now it's Mbappe. And he's lost his man here. Now it's Güler. Valverde. Played back in. And here's Vinicius Junior. The pressing's intense, and it's played off. Guardiola. Rodri. Reinders. Forwards and with intent. And reclaimed it in a trice. Howson. That's really well manoeuvred. Ruben Dias. And it's Nunez. Matches Nunez, drives forward on the overlap. Well, it just petered out. No penetration at all, having had a great deal of the ball. Now it's Savinho. Guardiola. Foden. Rodri. Wins the duel this time. Reinders. Now it's Mbappe. And the counter is on. And he welcomes it in. Great defending, strong and determined. It's Valverde. Rodri gets rid without sophistication. And here's Camavinga. Oh, the ball's come loose here. And that's aimed into the middle. It is a corner, good chance. Stones gets good distance on it. Howson. Very nicely done. Bellingham. Reinders. Savinho going full tilt down the left. Aim forwards. And that is going to be the final action of the first half.
It's kind of a hard one to call, Peter, isn't it? I mean, from what we've seen so far, both sides have provided ample evidence that they can add more goals, and I'm sure their respective managers have reminded them that the next one will be pretty crucial. So it's going to be interesting to see how the teams come out for the next period.
So what a half. So many talking points, so many goals, so much drama. It's 3-2. And if you have just joined us, well, we've just begun the second period here. And it's Arda Güler. Savinho. Now who's going to be first to this? Foden does really well to win the ball there. Reinders. Valverde attempts a clearance. Stones. Oh, great play! Bob. And here's Nunes. Bob. Now it's Nunes. Gets it away. And he thumps it clear. Bob. Matthews Nunes. Matthews Nunes. That looks a good cross.
Is that the first time we've seen them try that? It's definitely given the opposition a little more to think about.
Mbappe. Eder Militao. Valverde. And that's a throw-in. Vinicius Junior. And that has been clubbed away. That is lovely. And he just... Up he goes! Oh, not the best of headers. Ruben Dias shifted upfield. And that is a little undercooked. Courtois, long ball by the goalkeeper. That's ruffled a few feathers, but well dealt with. Foden, aim forwards. Bob. Matches Nunes. And here's Foden. Foden plays it in. Savinho, who does have an assist to his name. So who's he picking out? Oh, nice touch. Cross goes in there. Eder Militao gets it clear. And that's definitely not his best. Now it's Mbappe. He has found the way through. Foden. Bob. Reinders knocks it out wide. Climbs up big! And he has kept it out somehow.
Haaland actually didn't do an awful lot wrong, to be honest.
Ruben Dias. Ruben Dias, gently done. Bellingham, gently done. Stones. And that's been won straight back. Bob. Bob making good progress on the right-hand side. And here's Nunes. Vinicius Junior. Now it's Mbappe. And here's Haaland. Oh, that's a nice ball. That pass just didn't quite work. Searching pass he's played there. Camavinga have it back and can go again. Savinho.
Yeah, just noticing now about that defensive line and how much it's dropping. It's too deep for me.
And why do you think that would be?
Well, it's an obvious move to prevent the opposition from exploiting the space that was usable.
Well, they've seen lots of the ball. Time to go for it a bit of creativity and adventure. Eder Militao. And it's Valverde. That is good, super running, sharp movement. Came up against a defender, though, who was ever so determined. Savinho. Showing good feet. He's coming under serious pressure here.
Well, he helps himself to a treble, Peter, and then they switch on. It's a bit late now.
Haaland! Can he stop it going out? No messing about, just bludgeoned away. Foden, that's an imaginative pass. Foden. Bellingham wins the duel this time. Excellent challenge there, uncompromising. Succumbs to the pressure. Well, that's surely a foul. Free kick. Pressure stays on, it is a corner. And it's been taken short. A chance to play it in. There's the shot! Well, he should have done better, and he knows it. Ruben Diaz plays it short. He's got options in the box if he gets his head up. Ruben Diaz. Danger averted for now. Rodri looks to the other side. Madrid Nunes carries the ball down the right. Tries a shot! Bellingham getting this one clear. Reinders. Takes a shot! That's really well manoeuvred. Now it's Mbappe. Now it's Bellingham. And here's Vinicius Junior.
Well, that's certainly more like it. They can't let the intensity drop now, Peter.
This is a really front-footed approach.
You know, the interest value in this game might just take off from here.
Guardiola. Rodri. Ruben Diaz. Reinders. That's a throw. Foden. Ruben Diaz forwards and with intent. Brilliantly cut out. A slightly better ball would have led to a very different outcome there.
They should have done a lot better there. The final ball was very poor.
Ruben Diaz. Madrid Nunes. Rodri. Guardiola. Rodri. It's a good run down the left-hand side. And the shot! Good movement there, but not the best of finishes.
You really could have done with engaging those crosses much higher up the pitch there. This isn't good defending.
Howson chooses to go cross-field. Eder Militao. And it's Valverde. Bellingham. And here's Mbappe. And he's running through. Yeah, that does look a foul. Referee's given a free kick.
Well, it was deliberate, it was cynical, and you have to understand the frustration of being denied a clear opportunity, but it had to be done.
It's a loose ball, and it's made its way to him. Now it's Bellingham. Time to deliver. Savinho. Guardiola. Savinho. Oh, this looks sharp. Haaland. Bellingham did well to step in there. Could be danger here. Foden produces a cross. Bob. He's done very well to get to that.
That's very, very good. You can't ask for much more than that.
And here's Mbappe. And here's Vinicius Junior. Caused a worry or two.
Vinicius Junior really looked as though he had chosen correctly then, and yet we quickly realised he hadn't.
Moved on forwards. Guardiola. Savinho. Guardiola. That's a super give and go. Matheus Nunes. Reinders. Foden. Rodri. Foden. Matheus Nunes. Reinders. Matheus Nunes. Foden. That's going to go a long way. So here comes the substitution. Reinders. Foden. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Foden. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Camavinga, and claimed it back swiftly. Needs a bit of penetration to go with all this possession. Howson, and it's played forward. And it's Reinders. Played out wide. Looking here to chip it through. And they've got rid. Valverde forwards and with intent. Howson, forward it goes. Great run on the overlap here. Oh, that's a foul and the whistle's gone. And no surprise, that's a booking. Tries to get it clear. There will be a throw-in. Now it's Vinicius Junior. And he's there to clear it. Foden. Yeah, he's pulled him up for that challenge. Been lenient here. I doubt he'll get too many more chances. Bellingham. Tchouameni. Almost 75 minutes on the clock now. Up towards the front line. Vinicius Junior providing an outlet on that flank. Moved on forwards. Alexander-Arnold. Bob gently done. And now the breakaway, and back to the keeper they go. Eder Militao. That's really well manoeuvred. Vinicius Junior. Matheus Nunes. Ruben Dias. Stones. Stones shifted upfield. Matheus Nunes. Bob, out to the right, and here's Reinders. Now it's Bob. Bob.
I think the message here is quite clear, Peter. They want another one and will seemingly keep going until they get it.
And that's a shoots! Oh, that is a super finish! About as smooth as it gets. There seemed no way back, but they are level.
Bellingham really played that return ball to perfection there, Peter. He knew the exchange was on and he put it on a plate for his teammate. That was just gorgeous.
This has become one superb game of football.
Well, at this stage, Peter, it's going to come down to how badly they want to win this.
Stones aim forwards. Alexander-Arnold. Eder Militao. Forwards and with intent. Vinicius Junior. And here's Bellingham. He's got to be... Mbappe! Oh, should have put that away.
Mbappe fully appreciates that. He could have won it then, and now he'll be all the key.
Howson, he's the guilty party there. And here's Savinho. Savinho flings in across. Looking for a decent ball in. Oh, that's neat. Savinho. Oh, what a climb! Goal at his mercy, and somehow he's missed it. Rod shapes to shoot! And that's a real chance missed.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Good spell of possession this, but very little to show for it. Mbappe.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
Hoisted upfield by the keeper. And it's Nunez. Oh, sweet feet. And here's Haaland.
Concentration levels are very good, and so is the commitment. This game could yet yield a winner.
Valverde, now he's off and running. And here's Mbappe. Camavinga. Vinicius Junior. Bellingham! And no, he couldn't find the finish. And it's hoisted clear. Great chance! Oh no, that could be a costly miss. Reinders. This is intriguing. Next goal critical.
It's a very open game and an exciting watch. There are no signs of nerves or caginess from either team. This pitch is go-for-it territory right now.
Savinho. And here's Haaland.
Well, there's no doubt that they want to win this, Peter. They'll have to maintain the
the energy and dynamism until the very end, though.
A reprieve, albeit perhaps momentary. Guardiola moved on forwards. Oh, Red, nice interception. Eder Militao. Played over towards the opposite flank. Matias Nunes gets across to intercept that. Ruben Dias. Guardiola, good-looking ball. Haaland! Oh, that was extravagant by any standard.
Haaland quickly realised that was his only option. It's very fast thinking.
Vicious ball here.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
And here's Savinho. Oh, he's going to be pulled back for that one.
Well, not the best way to deal with it, but the old threat of pace clearly made him feel a tad uncomfortable.
There could be trouble here, but for now the referee is keeping his cards in his pocket. Last-ditch defending, but that'll do.
That might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
And it's Alexander-Arnold. It is now or never. Time is against them.
I think we might be...
Yeah, he's fouled him there. Mbappe. Camavinga. Back into the middle. Shooting chance!
Well, that might be that, Peter. Maybe both sides just going to have to settle for the draw now.
Matias Nunes. Haaland looks to get on the end of this. Bob. And it's played forward. Bernardo Silva. Not pretty, but it gets the job done.
I think we might be done here, Peter. I don't see there being enough time for them to try again.
Now it's Haaland. Savinho. Now it's Savinho. Played into the middle. Hausen is there, and he can get that clear. Oh, he's in! And he's there to get it away, and reclaimed it in a trice. Matias Nunes. Lovely bit of skill. Haaland. That's pretty clear, it is a foul. And he has shown him a yellow card. Players protesting furiously, but there's little or no sympathy from the ref.
Yeah, well, they were exposed and vulnerable, and he knew he had to do something to prevent a goal then.
And the ball's come loose here. The ball goes in, climbs up big! And the header is disappointing in the end.
Yeah, some good movement inside the box. No shortage of targets here. They're playing as if time is on their side when it's fast running out. They've got to quicken this up.
It really is now or never. They need a goal however it comes. Rodri. Fourth official showing that there will be 3 minutes of added time. That's really well manoeuvred. Nice physical challenge. Do have a chance to counter here. Haaland. Ruben Dias makes the interception. And it's been played through. Decent chance! Great effort, but no way through. Alexander-Arnold. It's Valverde. Cherki. And that's been won straight back. Bob. They are right into last chance territory. Out of play for a throw. Savinho receives it in a wide position. Still inseparable. We have penalties.
Well, there was very little between the sides all the way through, so extra time is the correct next step.
So we brace ourselves for the nerve-shredding ordeal that is penalties. So now 5 brave individuals must step forward. So this one to set the tone. And the keeper's come up trumps.
Well, he had a little look at the goalkeeper, and maybe that put him off.
Mbappe, next in line, and here he is. Oh, it's a really good save.
He was so focused there. Fantastic save.
Savinho is the man who's second in line. That's how it's done. He made the keeper commit.
Brilliantly done. Never took his eye off the keeper either.
And he sticks it away.
He just did what he was asked.
Bob is third in line. No, he's hit the crossbar.
It's a brave attempt, but he really should be getting it on target. You need a very strong mind in those situations. Any penalty that goes in is a good one.
So this one to restore parity. Oh, calm as you like.
Well, he totally nailed that penalty, picked his spot, and didn't change.
Oh, good take. Keeper committed himself.
Yeah, made his mind up very quickly and just didn't waver.
Lest you need reminding, miss this and it is over. No! Saved it! And their fate is sealed! So in the end, heartbreak, a few of them inconsolable. But this is what footballing fate had stored up for them. It is nasty.
Oh, commiserations, the definition of penalty heartbreak, and part of the game that we find irresistible. Total emotional despair for them.